I see a lot of cool things come across my desk from the OCG, and I'm always like, that's adaptable to the TCG. We can do that. And then we have some interesting tech choices that we're going to be covering for this video from more OCG tournaments that can also be translated to the TCG. So first up here is frickin' Blackwing Try Brigade. Alright, that's all I need to say, baby. Alright, I've been holding back talking about this for a little while. This is pre-release of the new set. Now, what does this bad boy bring to the table? It's 100% legal, minus the maxis. Just play 40 cards. Alright, so this is truly a masterpiece. I will give the OCG some credit. They really know how to tickle me. Alright, and just make it really fancy out here. I mean, hey, minus the Call by the Grave, minus the maxis, you're 100% legal here. So, we have triple copies of Ashel Blossom and Joyous Spring, standard hand trap. One copy of Little Auster the Southern Wind. Alright, the main thing that we care about here is being able to revive. Two copies of Bora. Generic extender. If you control the Blackwing, go ahead and extend on out. Same thing here with Gale. Generic extender, continue on up with your day. One copy of the Harmattan the Dust. If you control a Blackwing other than Blackwing Harmattan, you can special summon this card from your hand. You guys get where we're going with this here? There's a lot of special summoning here. Two copies of Chris the Crack of Dawn. If you control a Blackwing other than Blackwing Chris the Crack of Dawn, you can special summon this card from your hand. Well, shucky darn, don't mind if I do. Combo deck. One copy of, if you control a Blackwing monster other than Orochi the Squall, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alright. One copy of Pikani, the Waxing Moon. Cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a Blackwing monster. During the end phase of this card was sent to the grave because it was sent there to turn out a Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand. Well. Interesting. Nice little tuner that we've got access to. Two copies of Simone. You guys know where this is going, right? Two copies of Zefros, the Elite. You guys know where this is going. I love recyclability with this card. It's so busted. Two copies of Maxi. Don't worry about that card. Just pretend it's not there. One copy of Apex Avion because getting an additional free negate on the field. Basically, you just get to put this on the field through the stupid Link monster and you're good to go. Then we have triple copies of Fractal, getting the ability to Foolish Burial out our pieces. Depending on how your hand sets up, you'll be able to super combo really far, and you'll be able to put that Fat Link monster on the field and just laugh at your opponent. And then we have two copies of Nerval. Spells here, we have triple copies of Black Whirlwind. Yeah, we know where this is going. Two copies of Called by the Grave. Triple copies of Tenki. One Droplet. One Feather Duster. And we do have the one Soul Shaped Force, so you can make the Infinity for the extra protection. Two copies of Talents, and then two copies of Imperm. Alright, extra deck here. We have one copy of the Regal, one copy of the Fruit Blossom, one Samorg, one Ricetrix, one Hauk, and then we actually get to make this thing. Two Beast Warriors, including a Wind Ancient Warrior monster. It doesn't matter. Shenanigans. All Ancient Warrior monsters gain 5 attack defense, blah, blah, blah. Once per turn, this link summon a card and add an Ancient Warrior card from your deck to your hand. It's one card from your hand to the graveyard. Target one face card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. Alright, that's what we care about here. And, hey, you know these things right here? You can banish any number of Beast Warrior and or Wing Beast monsters from your graveyard. Special summon one Beast Warrior and or Wing Beast monster from your extra deck. By the way, you can cheese this out. Interactions. One Forstrix, one Raider's Knight, one Infinity, one Arc Rebellion, one Dweller with one Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, one Chaos Ruler, one Full Armor, one Raikiri, and then side deck here, we have triple Lancia, one Dark Samorg, two Nibiru, triple copies of the Alpha, two copies of Lightning Storm, one Imperial Order, two Red Reboot, and one copy of Vanity's Emptiness, wrapping up a very interesting take on the whole concept of Blackwing / Tribrigade, the hybrid. And like I said, there are ways to adjust this. I mean, you put in one extra card, and you're basically good to go. Alright, super easy deck to build. I think in terms of what you get on return from your combo, is actually really cool. All right. Now, next up, we have this piqued my interest a little bit here. And I was like, what in the world are we doing here? So this was Din Fu Kang's Eldlich Invoke deck, and this was Saigon's 28-man event. I wanted to share this with everybody just because this is the weirdest cluster of cardboard I've seen in a while. Alright, this just looks like a bad time. I'm not even gonna lie. So we have triple copies of Alistair the Invoker. Well, that's easy. Then we have the straight Fleur-de-Lis in here. Now, you're using this as your Magician's Soul target because it is obviously better than Apprentice. Alright, but it's like, we're not even playing the rest of the Dogmatica package. We're just playing the Fleur-de-Lis on the option that you could special summon it. We've come a long way, ladies and gentlemen. You no longer play the one Apprentice. You just play the one Fleur-de-Lis. You don't even need to play the rest of it. You just play this, Five-Head. We have triple copies of the Golden Lord himself. 2 copies of Magician's Souls with 1 Sphere Mode. 1 Call by the Grave. Triple copies of Cursed Eldland. 2 copies of the Droplet. 1 Galaxy Cyclone. 1 Feather Duster. 2 Invocation with triple copies of Magical Meltdown. With 2 Super Poly and 1 Terraforming. Pretty straightforward, I guess. We have triple copies of Conch, triple copies of Scarlet Sanguine, 2 Haguero, triple copies of Solemn Judgment, and triple copies of Solemn Reich. Alright. And then we have 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Almirage, 1 Link Karibo with 1 Link Spider, 1 Gustav Max, 1 Pallades with 1 Omega, 1 Starving Venom, 1 Dragostapelia, 1 Mud Dragon, 1 Purgatrio, 2 Mechers, with a 1 copy of Oguades and 1 copy of the Earth Golem Superpowered Ignister. Side deck here is 2 Turtles, 2 Seer Mode, 2 Chain Disappearance, triple D-Barrier, triple copies of Quaking, 1 Red Reboot, and 2 copies of Unending Nightmare. Wrapping this up, but our tech choices here. We got the Sphere Mode made, we got the Galaxy Destroyer, we got the Fleur-de-Lis in here, which I guess kind of gives me hope to want to replay Magician's Souls at this point in time, which is kind of interesting, actually. Good job, OCG. Definitely piquing my interest here. And then the last list I have here is Zephra. And this was Nguyen Li Han's list from that exact same tournament where Eldlich did well. Now, like I said, there's a lot of cool things I've seen with players adapting this. And this also looks very frickin' straightforward for what you want to do here. Alright? It's been a little while since I've seen Zephra. Also remember, we don't have the Yangdoodle in here, so... Alright. We have 2 copies of Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring. 1 copy of the Gizmek Kokaku. 1 Planet Pathfinder, that's interesting. Triple Gamma with 1 copy of Zephyr Pilica. 2 copies of Zephra Wendy. Triple copies of Zephra Thuban. 1 copy of Zephraxion. Triple copies of Zephrath with triple copies of Zephyranu, triple copies of Zephraxi, and 1 copy of the Cyframe Driver. Spells, we have triple copies of Oracle of Zephra, triple copies of Pot of Desires, 1 Terraforming, and then we have 2 copies of Zephyr Path. Now this card's pretty much become a staple at this point for this deck. Zephyr Path, activate this card only if you have 2 Zephyr cards in your Pendulum Zones, with active Pendulum Scales of 1 and 7. If this card is activated, shuffle all monsters you control into the deck except for Zephyr monsters. Neither player can special summon monsters from the hand or the extra deck while you have a card or cards in your Pendulum Zone. This card cannot be targeted by card effects. Destroy this card if a card or cards in your Pendulum Zone is destroyed. We have triple copies of Zephyr Providence. We have 1 9 Pillars with 1 Divine Strike and 2 copies of Zephyr War. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Lambda, 1 Unicorn with 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Barricade Borg Blocker, 1 True King of All Calamities, 1 Vampire Sheridan, 1 M7 with 1 Wind Pegasus, 1 Stardust Charge, 1 Ravenous, 1 Omega, 1 Nirvana, 1 Metaphys with 1 Exterio. Side deck here, we have 2 Lancia, 1 Stein, 1 Pankratops, triple Lava Golem, 2 copies of Nibiru, 1 Feather Duster, 2 Mystic Mine, and triple copies of Evenly Matched. Wrapping up this chunk of deck profiles for everybody. What do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.